Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a certain color change, and that is called the Shapeshifter. So you start out with the deck of cards, just like...
Got him!
So you start out with the deck of cards. I'm going to be using the Product Red playing cards by Theory 11, which is basically to go for babies that were born with HIV. It's a prevention cause, a fundraiser, and it's really enjoyable for them. And it's just a very nice thing they're doing. So I'm going to be using these cards, and I'm going to be performing the Shapeshifter. Let me get into a little clip. I'll roll it right now. Alright, so that's a little clip I'm showing you guys. I don't know if you guys enjoyed that with the music and everything, but if you enjoyed that, comment down below and see if you want a more montage clips going on with my tricks. So let me show you actually how to do the Shapeshifter, and what I want you guys to start out with is just 2 cards. Now in the trick, I obviously use the whole deck, but in this case, you're going to want 2 cards, preferably contrasting colors, so black and red. So I'll use the black 10, and I'll use the next red card I see. And I'll use the red 4. Now this is just a practice. Once you get into the real thing, it doesn't really matter what colors. But to help per the tutorial, I'm going to use contrasting colors. So you're going to want them back to back, just as so. You want them back to back because you don't want them face to face, or this trick would not work. It would just be looking like you're flipping over a card. You want them back to back. Now, one of my favorite color changes to do with cards that are, I guess, technically aligned is the Bircham change. So you show it as 1 card, and then it's basically the Bircham change. If you guys want to see that change, that is more of an advanced change, so it's more advanced magicians. I do a lot of tricks for beginners because I just want to help somebody else get into magic like I did 4 years ago. So if you want to see that, comment down below as well, and like this video. It helps me out always. But let's get into the Shapeshifter. So you want the cards back to back. Now if you're lefty or righty, it's easily reversible. I can do it probably with both. So you see this and then you do the change. I can do it with both hands. If I start out lefty, I can do it lefty too. So to get into it, I'm going to do it righty, but you lefties just can reverse it. So you want to start out with your thumb and middle finger. Your thumb and middle finger are going to be on the blank corners. Now, what these are called are pips. These 2 corners where it has the 4 and the heart under it, those are called pips. You want the thumb and middle finger on the opposite corners of the pip so that they're like this. Once you get that down, just continue with the video. Second of all, you're going to want your other hand, your thumb and middle finger of your less dominant hand. And you want to take your middle finger and put it in the little crevice that's created by the gap of your fingers. Now, even if you have small hands, this should be able to work. You could figure out a way to maybe like go from the side angles and do it. Like you can probably do it from a lot of angles and keep your thumb on this. So now that you have kind of like a square going on with your fingers. Right, guys, I was just interrupted by a call, but I'm back. So what I was saying is you want to create tension between your dominant hand. So you want to create a little bend on the cards, just like this. Not too much. And with your other hand, your less dominant hand, which comes under, you're going to want to pull down. So once you pull down in the corners, you're going to be left with a shape like this. And while you're creating the tension with your dominant hand, you want to be pulling up. So it's going to have this motion when you release. So while you have that down, this is going to take a little, but you kind of want this form. You're going to want to flick off of your left finger, or not flick, but like a snap. So you want your middle finger, your left middle finger, and you're going to let it release off. Now this is going to take a little bit to get a nice constant motion going. But imagine it as a snap with your less dominant hand. I'm pretty sure everybody can snap with both hands. If you can't, well, just picture it. You have this motion. Just with the card in between, have that motion. And once you release off of the ring finger, follow through with the thumb. You want to have your middle finger and you just want to follow through with your thumb, just like so. So let's get into the basics again. I'll go right through it, quickly do a trick with it, and then I'll finish off the video. So again, cards are back to back. Dominant hand, thumb on the bottom, middle finger on the top, on the opposite corners of the pips. Other less dominant hand, middle finger comes in the crevice and the thumb holds down. Hold down with the less dominant hand, pull up with the more dominant hand, flick off the ring finger, and follow through with the thumb. So that's it, guys. That's the Shapeshifter color change. One of the best color changes for beginners. It's such an easy thing to learn. It will only take an hour to probably master. And let's see how you can do it with a trick. So what we've been doing is doing it with just 2 cards, but I want to show you how to do it with a deck. So for this, you're just going to want to do a single lift. You don't want to do a double lift, you want to do a single lift. Now you want to have a pinky break on the top 2 cards, so when you have the card, you obviously can do the color change. Again, you have the same forms with the middle finger and the thumb, and you can take your middle finger just like so while holding the deck. You just have to get a good grip with the deck. Now, what I like to do is use my ring finger, but you don't have to do that. You can just use your middle finger. It's the same thing. You just put the ring finger in the crevice and then flick off the ring finger. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable for you. And you want to just get that follow-through motion with the deck. So let me teach you a quick trick with it. So you have a selected card. Say we'll use the Ace of Hearts. Now you want to control that Ace of Hearts to the top of the deck via either classic pass or just cutting the cards. And then you want to do a quick shuffle, a riffle shuffle. Now when doing this riffle shuffle, you want to make sure that the last card that goes down is going to be on the packet that doesn't have the top card. So you shuffle, you'll shuffle, you'll shuffle, but you don't want this. When you have 2 cards, it ruins the trick. You have their card on the top. When you want to do the riffle shuffle, you have this pack which doesn't have the top card. You shuffle through, and you shuffle till there's 1 card in this pack, finish this off, and then finish the last card. Now, by doing this will take a few practice attempts. By doing this, the Ace of Hearts or Ace of Diamonds, whatever the card was, is not on the top anymore, but in the second position. So when you say, I just control the card to the top, and you flip over the Queen of Diamonds, that's not that card. Now from here over, when their eyes are on you, you want to just push over the top 2 cards and get a pinky break. And you can just say watch or anything, and then you do the Shapeshifter color change, get your top corners done, and do the change. And change it into the selected card. Thank you guys for watching. I just recorded this on my new phone. I just got the iPhone XR, or iPhone XR for you iPhone geeks. And yeah, I hope you guys like the quality of the audio. I feel like it's going to be a lot better than usual tricks. And thank you guys for watching. Follow my Instagram @Delusionist. I'll put it down in the description. Peace out.